Hello students, in this audio session I will continue my discussion related with speech writing, and I will share some valuable tips also or related with techniques what you should follow while you write something related with speech writing. So at least 12 points I have selected that if you abide by it or if you follow it, then obviously you can score good marks in terms of writing a speech. So let me go through the points. Number 1, make sure you use language which is suitable for the audience you are addressing to. Simple and easy English. I repeat one more time. Simple and easy English should be followed because it works, and you can be very well connected with the audience if you use simple and good English. Usage of complex vocabulary for addressing children is not advisable. If you write bombastic words, if you use complex or complicated vocabulary, then obviously it is of no use. Particularly if a speech is delivered in front of a children, if we use complicated languages and bombastic words, ultimately it is of no use. Point number 2, usage of quotes is highly recommended. Quotation is highly recommended. If you give proper quotation that is related with the topic that you are about to discuss or you are about to attempt in your exam hall, then obviously if proper quotation is given that is related with the topic, every time it is highly appreciable and highly recommended also. Quotes can be used at the time of commencement or as an ending statement. Now quotation can be given at the beginning. Beginning means at the very start, commencement, or as an ending statement, or finally in conclusion also it can be given. A quote in the middle of the speech would also be fine. A quotation, suppose you are giving a quotation in the body part or in the middle of the speech, it's okay, there is no harm in that. I am moving on to my third point. Make sure you write in paragraphs. One paragraph is enough, but sometimes you can change it into max 2 or 3. So it's better you write in paragraphs. Another important thing, speech writing you can get common also in exam. For that reason, you have to practice previous year's question papers. That is also one of the point that you should remember. Next one, read as many samples as you can. I have given plenty of solved samples as study materials. Even I will discuss some of the solved samples also. So apart from that, whenever you are about to attempt a speech writing, or article writing or any creative writing topic, it is better you go through many solved samples or solved examples, because that will boost your confidence to a great extent. So I repeat, read as many samples as you can. It will give you an idea as to how they are actually written. If you go through many solved samples, it will ultimately give you an idea as to how they are actually written. You will get a clear idea of the structure or the format, how exactly it is written. So every time the suggestion from our perspective is go through the solved examples in case of advanced creative writing skills, because it will give you an idea of the format. It will give you an idea how to approach a particular speech or a report or an article in anything related with advanced creative writing. Now the next one is point number 6. Read newspaper editorials or opinions daily. Now normally we read only the sports and the film news only. My suggestion is that you go to the editorial section also and read it. It will give you an idea because in editorial section also you will find many articles being written, you will find many editorial letters also, and editorials actually is filled up with the current affairs or the current situations that is going on in our country. Now, why reading editorials or opinions is important? Because they give new ideas and opinions that may help during exam. New ideas and opinions we can derive that may help during exam. Now, number 7 point. Plan before you pen. Before you write anything, my advice to you all is that plan the entire thing in your mind. Plan the entire thing in your head, or frame the entire thing in your head. Then you write. So, I repeat what I told right now. Plan before you pen. Just make a list of all important points on the rough sheet. On a rough sheet, at first, write all the important points. Later, you have to assemble those points. Last sheet of your answer booklet, you can use it in order to do the rough draft, so that you do not forget any relevant points while writing, so that you may not forget any relevant points or important points while writing. This also helps you in maintaining a sequence, which is very important. Not only that, it helps you also in maintaining a sequence, which is very, very important. So the last page of your answer booklet, there you can use it as a rough draft. You can frame out the points later. At first you can jot down the points roughly. From there you can arrange and you can write. Next important point, presentation is very important. In literature, in language, in creative writing skills, presentation plays a very important role. So we can say presentation is very, very important. Now we are moving on to point number 9. Make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy and spellings, because they carry marks. Grammatical accuracy and spelling should be checked properly. Why I am saying so? Because all these things carry marks. I am moving on to point number 10. Leave adequate number of lines between paragraphs to make it look clean. Don't write everything in a jumbled way. There should be a proper gap between the paragraphs so that everything looks clear, and write in a proper handwriting. Now we are moving on to the second last point. Underlining the main points is very important. If you underline the main points, definitely it is very, very important. So underlining the main points is important. Go on highlighting with pencil, but it is advised to do it after finishing your exam. Don't do it in between, then you will lose time. Use a pencil and scale for underlining. Use a pencil and a scale for doing the underlining work. Now the last point. Always have a few general quotes in handy. You should remember some general quotations so that you can apply it related with the topic of your selection. They help in presentation and shows that you are prepared. That not only helps you in the presentation, but it also helps you, it also proves to the examiner that you are well prepared. So always keep in your mind some general quotations and look for the right opportunity where you can place those quotations. Its purpose is dual. Number one, it helps in your overall presentation of the speech writing, and number two, it also shows that you are well prepared related with the topic. So those are the tips or golden rules that one should follow while solving or attempting a speech. Dear students, go through these 12 points, listen very carefully what I told right now, and if there is any problem related to this discussion, you can ask me. Thank you students. Thank you all.